We can't have elevated estrogen. It's causing cancer. There's always a link to estrogen to cancer. And I've always said, estrogen really isn't evil. There's a lot of, I think, misinformation too on the hormone space, right? We talk about estrogen a lot, especially in the female population. And, people, oh, estrogen's evil. We can't have elevated estrogen. It's causing cancer. There's always a link to estrogen to cancer. And I've always said, estrogen really isn't evil. It might be the form of estrogen we have to look at or how we're clearing estrogens.
Yeah. So, estrogen is one of my favorite hormones to talk about because what we aren't looking at, and what, some docs aren't looking at is that the body's inability to actually rid itself of excess estrogen. And excess estrogen is everywhere. And the problem is our body doesn't know the difference between good and bad, right? So you take a receipt, for example, there's estrogens in it. It's funny, I talk about it so much, my teenagers don't even want to touch receipts when they're handed to them because they know there's estrogens in it. There's bad estrogens in the water. It's everything. There's so many different foods that are in plastics, and it's leaching estrogen. Then we drink it. So, it's really, there's some really great ingredients out there that have been clinically studied, and have been proven to actually rid the body of bad estrogens, of excess estrogens. So not only is the body able to get rid of some of the good estrogens, but it's also ridding itself of the bad in the process. But it's not just a problem for women. It's a huge problem for men. And also will interfere, as you know, with testosterone production. So estrogen can be pretty nasty.
So what are your top 3 favorite ingredients for clearing estrogens in the body?
So DIM is the one I think everybody is the most familiar with, right? But I'm really big on sulforaphane, which is activated broccoli sprouts. Honestly, that is my favorite. We work with a company that is family owned actually, and been growing actually as a patent on the process and the way that they grow it, called broccorafamine. That's actually the trademark and patented version of it. And they actually have 2 different types of activated broccoli sprouts. So I would actually say that their products are probably my favorite to clear excess estrogens. You can run a test on a person and have estrogens really drop in 30 days. Using that paired with DIM, it works very, very well.